Thank you for joining me. My name is Elias Munsha, and I'm coming to you live from Calgary, Alberta. I'm coming to you live from out of our office at Munsha Law here in Calgary. Munsha Law is our law firm that is registered, fully functional registered law firm here in Canada. And that is where I work as a lawyer, representing people and ensuring that people receive justice. So basically, that's what I do, okay? But in addition to what I do as a lawyer, I'm also quite heavily involved in things that happen in Zambia. And so that is part of the things that I do. So I spend quite good time here on Facebook, talking about things that are happening in Zambia. And the reason why I do this is because, you know, we have to do it. We owe a duty to our country. We owe a duty to our nation to show up when our nation is in need. And so we shouldn't ignore this sacred responsibility to say something about what is happening in our country. And so that is the reason why we take it upon ourselves to comment the comments that we make. Today, I want to talk about the issue of tribalism. Tribalism, very important. Never in the history of our page have we done what we did yesterday. We blocked several accounts. And the reason why we blocked several accounts is because they are honestly tribalist accounts. Not only are they tribalist accounts, but they are accounts that were promoting what I am calling anti-Tonga sentiments. And so I believed that it would not be in the interest of our country for me to use this page and have some people come onto this page and spread sentiments that I believe are anti-Tonga. So I took the decision to block those accounts. Now, make no mistake, we have never blocked. On this page, we don't block people for disagreeing with me. No, never. In fact, we are one of the most tolerant pages out there. And so I sometimes tolerate people even when they are disagreeing with me. Some of them even call me names and insult me. It doesn't matter. It's okay to insult. And so I never block people because they are abusive or they insult me. Who am I? I don't really care. But when people started promoting anti-Tonga sentiments and they carried on with anti-Tonga sentiments, I thought that I could not participate in that. And that is the reason why we blocked those accounts. I want to reassure you, our fellow citizens, that if you continue making anti-Tonga sentiments or spreading these anti-Tonga sentiments or tribalism, I'm going to block you, okay? As long as I come across your comment on this page, I will block you, okay? I don't compromise with that. I'm not messing around with that. It's not a matter of debate. Tribalism is bad and it's evil. It's satanic. It's not godly. So I'm going to block you if you are a tribalist or if you spread anti-Tonga tribal sentiments, okay? I want to have a conversation with you, to discuss with you. That's the whole reason why we started this page. Some people think that we just started this page yesterday. No, this page has been on since 2009, my fellow citizens. 2009, when Facebook was not even a medium that people believed in. Before President Rupia Banda had a page in 2009, before Michael Sata had a page, before this, we had this page. We knew where the world was going, and we decided to reserve for ourselves a piece of real estate on this page. We don't do what we do because suddenly we want to be fashionable or anything. No. We have been consistent. Some of you young people in 2009, you were just 8 years old or 9 years old. We've been on this platform for all these years. That's why this is a verified Facebook page. We just started recently on YouTube. But as far as Facebook is concerned, we have been deliberate about the kind of message that we want to put across. And I have said several times on this page that I'm not objective. I'm not an objective person. You know, so when you come to my page, you're not looking for objectivity. If you're looking for objectivity, you're not going to find it. I'm not objective. This is an avenue through which I express how I feel about things. I express my thoughts. When I'm saying anything that I say here, I'm not expressing science. I'm not expressing some empirical analysis of objective issues. No, I am giving my opinion. Okay? And so you can agree with my opinion or disagree with it. Some of it is much more professional opinion, but it's okay to disagree. But I am not going to say it's okay to disagree while calling other Zambians names or spreading anti-Tonga sentiments. I'm not going to let it. I'm sorry. You get blocked. Okay? So if it is debate, whatever you want to call, go ahead. If it's debate, if it's insults, if it's freedom of expression, I believe in freedom of, go ahead and do it. But please have respect and regard for all Zambians. All of them. We rise together as a united country, or we fall together as fools. That is what is going to happen. The reason why I am much more comfortable and the reason why I use this platform to communicate, my intention is not really to communicate to the most educated, the English speakers of our country. The good morning, how are you? I'm fine. That group. No. Imweba good morning, how are you? This is a page for intellectual engagement of whatever. No, this is not. A page. This is their page. That's why we don't correct any English, we don't correct any spelling. If you are Mbomuntu, as long as we understand, we are okay. And so it doesn't matter. But my objective really is to communicate to the people of Chiwempala, where I grew up. The reason why I always use Chiwempala, it's because Chiwempala becomes a symbol of our country, of our nation. And I want to draw any lessons that I've been privileged to learn through my life back to Chiwempala. That is the reason. And so we are not going to rest until we are able to communicate to every person in a way that they understand. Of course, I get accused that why do I like using Bemba and Ichibemba, not Ichakuchuempara, but Ichibemba, Ichakumush. Why do I like doing that? It's because one more thing is I want to show that each and every Zambian must be comfortable in the language that they can speak. For me, chance so happened that that is what chance. But there are so many of our people that are exposed to various other languages. Please, it is a Zambian language. Use it as much as you can. If opportunity arises, go ahead and do that. Communicate to your fellow Zambians in the language they understand. When you do that, you are serving your country. Be happy to be able to say Zambia Omubotu, Zambia Omubotu. Tonse. Be free to speak because that is what it means to be Zambia. A nation diverse in language, a nation diverse in tribes, a nation diverse in ideology, a nation diverse in religion. That is what it means. And so we do not take it lightly when I'm using Bemba. I use Bemba so carelessly, but by this I want not only to communicate that it's okay to use a local language, but also to communicate to those who cannot use their local language that they can go ahead and use their local language, and it is okay to do that. It is Zambia to do that. Be it Nyanja, Kikaonde, Lunda, Luvale, Lenje, Soli, Namwanga, it's okay. And if some people don't understand, you just say, it's okay, pardon, it's okay to do that. But this idea that we as a country, as a people, we must relegate some of our Zambian languages to the background and say they're not as important as others is wrong. This therefore brings me to the issue of the national anthem. It's really a pity that we have to talk about this. And the reason why I want to use this platform to unify our country is because there is a lot of misinformation out there. In Chiwempala, the first time that I heard of the Bemba national anthem was at school, first of all, at the primary school, at Watasha Primary School. So we would sing both in English and in Bemba. Lumba neni Zambia no kwanga, nechi lumba twange tumfwane, at Watasha Primary School. It was a national anthem in Bemba. Balumesha ulwi. I've forgotten the other lyrics. Okay? At Twatasha Primary School. But not only that, when I attended the political rallies of be it Ludwig Sondash, because he was the candidate in the 90s for the movement for the MMD in Chingola, Ludwig Sondash's campaign rallies. When Ludwig Sondash was campaigning in Chingola, he would sing the national anthem in Bemba to communicate to the people of Chiwempala and Chingola and Lulamba and everywhere else. Kavindele also, when Kavindele came to campaign, shortly after Ludwig Sondash left the MMD and Kavindele came, Honorable Kavindele, he was also singing the national anthem in Bemba. It was okay. Because the Zambian national anthem is in English, but it is also in 7 other languages. I call them the Kaunda languages. The reason why I call them the Kaunda languages is because it's Kaunda who decided, very wisely, because Kaunda had a lot of wisdom, too much. Amano, Kaunda. So he decided, I'm going to have some local languages that we are going to use. He knew how to play this issue very well. And so he picked the 7. If you ask me, some of it was quite arbitrary, but some of it was to avoid some confusion. So in Northwestern Province, for example, he chose 3. So 3 of the 7 broadcast languages come from one province, Northwestern Province. Why did Kaunda do that? Amano. Okuteke mbwanishi mano. All right? And then he goes to Northern Province, and of course, the Namwanga Mambwes, they're like, why aren't you giving us a language? No, you are Bemba. Na hivyo fwe baushi, at Kaunda tupere chitundu, tupere paredio, arai mwako la mfuako chitundu cha Bemba. Pantu imwe ichaushi, ni accent fie, but mwako la mfuako chibemba. abasodi nabena bebere tulevu ekitundu ebere. No, it's okay bane imwe abasodi one Zambia one nation muisaka manasana kaunda elo apanga the 7 languages. And so it has worked for us. And then he then gazettes the national anthem to be sung in the 7 local languages and English. That is gazetted. Okay. So the UPND had its national convention. They call it the Congress, the National Congress. And they did a national anthem in all the 8 languages. 8 languages. So the national anthem was done by a very wonderful singing group. I'm going to play it so that you can see what I'm talking about. And so they sang, they did the music, beautiful voices, and they did the national anthem in the 8 languages. Now, of course, when I say the 8 languages, what I really mean is, because some of us think, what are these languages? It will be playing in the background. What are these languages? It's Lubale, Lunda, Tonga, Lozi, Kaonde, Nyanja, and Bemba, 7. So they did a national anthem where they combined all these. Very different from what I used to hear in Chwempala, where the national anthem would exclusively be either in English or Bemba. You know, na balamba kaonda ali bati mwe balamba mwakola mfu ekitundu nji mwakola mfu ekibemba na chikaonde mwe balamba. Anyway, so they strung together this national anthem, very beautiful. Some people took great exception to that. Now, the reason why they took great exception to that was because they did not hear any other language in this song. They only picked on one language, which is known as Tonga, the Tonga language. And they then said that they found it unacceptable that the UPND would during its convention have a national anthem done in Tonga. First of all, that is just not true. It is not true that the UPND had an exclusive Tonga national anthem. No, it was a song that had several languages in, 8 languages in total. Okay? Therefore, it's not true to say that the national anthem was exclusively in Tonga. Secondly, even if the national anthem was exclusively in Tonga, it is not illegal, and it is not immoral, and it is not wrong. First of all, the national anthem was not exclusively in Tonga. Secondly, even if the national anthem were in Tonga, it would still be legal in Zambia. It would still be okay. It would still be correct. It wouldn't be wrong. Just like you can have the national anthem in Nyanja. Now, some are saying this was because it was in Lusaka, therefore you can't have a national anthem in Tonga. Why not? And unless it's in what language? Nyanja? But Nyanja is not indigenous to Lusaka. Lusaka sits on Soli land. And as far as we are concerned, there is no Soli national anthem. There is no Zambia national anthem in the Soli language. And so this idea that you are going to be picking, again, let me be very clear. This is just about picking the Tonga. This current scandal is about picking Tonga. That's why I'm calling it anti-Tonga tribalism. I'm giving it a name. The reason why I'm giving it a name is because in order for you to fight genocide, you must call it. In order to fight seeds of genocide, you must call it. You can't just say it's general. You can't just say, no, we are fighting tribalism. No, you've got to name it. What has happened in the recent, as far as this UPND national anthem scandal is concerned, is anti-Tonga tribalism, where people lie, first of all, that the national anthem was exclusively in Tonga, as if that is not enough. But they also give the impression as if the national anthem cannot be sung in Tonga. That is not true. The national anthem of Zambia can be, in fact, Tonga is one of the languages that can be done, that it can be done in. All right? Okay. So we need to unite together as a country, but unity is not an abstract concept. When God says go and love one another, I want you to know this. Jesus actually says it's not just saying love, in the abstract love. No. Jesus is asked very specific questions about love. How do I love? Jesus was giving very practical examples. It had to be very practical. In our country, if we have to fight tribalism, we need to look at it when it springs up and attack it, and say, no, this is not the Zambia we want. Okay? So, if there's some people, I think that what we are going to do is, if you are Zambian, because Zambia itself is a diversity. Zambia is not a heritage at you. This is the heritage. Zambia is not a heritage. Zambia is a destiny. It's a destiny made up different heritage, diversity in its composition. Therefore, sorry, even go alanda taule foya ejitonga nangwa abatonga. Sorry, never Zambia. So number, what are you talking about? Nabo bene. Is Zambia Tonga? Yes. Is Zambia Lenje? Yes. Is Zambia Soli? Yes. Is Zambia Ushi? Yes. Is Zambia Bemba? Yes. Is Zambia Nyanja? Yes. Zambia is all these together. Ngefini tulande chibemba na abatonga nabo bene bafire bakwata freedom yako lande echitundu chabo echitonga. Bantu echitonga is a Zambian language. Chitundu chabe na Zambia. Imwete tumuleba abatongo ko bati yo mkwai kanofe barerande chibemba iyo kubaleka anso naifo bene kwamba kokusambirira echitonga. Bantu, it's a Zambian language. This kind of confusion balefu okuleta olupato ukwebati nomba ife tuambe kokupata echitundu mwebo ushe echitonga chiladya ni finish muletina pachitonga chiradya abantu ati nishire echitika ati chitonga ati we mwana nishure butukira ati nde butukire echitonga mwebo ati chitonga chaisa mukunsuma chirasuma echitonga chaisa chakusuma echitonga echitundu. Why national anthem irechita play iwe waya tola pofye echitonga ati yo mkwai kanshi echitonga chakupanga bizo mutima chimutunda ati yo mkwai. What is the problem? EPP walwala ati we mwaume EPP walwala nisha ati mkwai nicho na chumfu echitonga abantu bale imba national anthem muchitonga elo narwala BP na ba doctor tete bakuposhe iyo. It's extremely terrible. I'm trying to I'm so exhausted by this confusion. They become jokes, but it's extremely serious. Apo takwa abapo buntu otu amfopo ati chitonga cha mwipaya. Ati body viewing rifinshi fia ai somebody amfua ati uyu muntu wafukwa shana ati mukwaye afua umulandu wa chitonga. Never. Nshamfua hapo never mwe. Anyway, but mweba letina nga kuliko abaletina echitonga awe kwena kuti mwabwekera moko mwafumine nga ni mweba na chipata mubwekeremo ku Malawi mutushire fwebene fweka abatonga beso amatonga bus mutushire fweka nechitonga mutushire mubwekeremo ku Malawi oko mwafumine mwituletere chimfulunganya iyo ngata mulevu wa echitonga bwekerenimo kuli achimwene ku Malawi epera Eronga kuli ababemba na abashirevu echo na imwe bene mubwekeremo kuli bakasai anso mukaya umfwa na bwino nga mwaingira munga mwatambo okulanda chikasai divanga you'll be extremely happy so mubwekeremo kuluba lunda otherwise uyumulomo no lupato lwabatonga it's not Zambian. Nga muye mufumemo muzambia mutushire ifo n'abatonga tonga boss na ama intermarriage sana between abaushi n'abatonga n'abakuchipata abalozi bakalubale n'abakalunda bakikaonde everybody kaofela one country. That is what we want. Zambia where akaka kuchipata kalesa mwa akamutonga kalesa mwa akamubemba nako nakasamwa sankata idio noko achiripo. That is what it means. Zambia emayo, you know, not to kwebati if we tuleteke mfine mitundu shimbi for what techalo chabo bena ukubateke mfine kanshu mutonga tetia sankate alichita kwana kalimo kwa ale papa tira mwebo ngata muleva fuwaya ni uwe furo kufuma ubwekeremo ku Malawi yepera nanguti muleya ku Congo uko mwafuma kukola uko mulanda ati kola foundation mubwekeremo Otherwise we want a country where everybody flourishes, abalozi flourishing, abatonga flourishing, bakalubale na bakalunda enjoying kutuko wapitiro uyu muntu ati tonse uyati bonse uyati tusangalale uyati tuampane uyati shane one country a nation Zambia. That is what we want. Not when you are about to lose power pantu mwaiba ubungo kabwalala. Number when you know ko bata bantu batampo kusalapoka you begin instilling fear ati chwe chitonga chala kudia vufi amujwe fiere chitika kubwaichi abakulu bamona ati fintu tafiweme elo nomba bakutinya we mwaichi ati na uchimona chiriye chiwa ati chaisa mukukudia ero yoweka mwana wabutuka bena bashara bachitashani balia bachitefe balefu okuchita every chitika boogeyman kupanga boogeyman nomba tikanshi the boogeyman chitonga ati kanshi nga wamfuwa fie chitonga butuka webo abutukire kwi abutukire kwisa no. We are one country. And when we say we are one country, tekulalanda fyomungulo at one Zambia, one nation. No. You let everybody bale onfobwino balesekela more freely muchitundu chabo balanda de Zambia mubotu mwebo mubotu Zambia. Chisi chesu ichalo chesu muchitonga. Chisi chesu means ichalo chesu. Nabo bene chalo chabo ebene chalo chabo chisi chesu nomba ivuati iyo mkwaite tulanda ati chisi chesu kanu walanda ati chalo chesu no ala kainginang kwe chalo chakwe lekeni basangala lemwebo lekeni bomfwe bwinwa manone kabotu mubotu bomfwe kwi chalo chabo amanone kanofemweka amanone no kudemfwa you just at yo what is happening at ale demfwa ukudemfwa no it just belongs to us vwebena Malawi naba Congolese bakasai at yo ayamanone aya should just be enjoyed by Kola people and abena Malawi nabo beka no. Nabo bene abatonga bafire ba umfwati chiboto and freely express without fear or favor, not without any doubt or confusion in their minds. Chalo. And when we say this, we are the tribe. I'm a tribalist. Let's just spread all the division. No. So when we say One Zambia, One Nation, we don't want this motto to be used as a tool of oppression and silence. We want it to be used as an opportunity for the human spirit to flourish. The people of Zambia, all of them, 73 tribes, to flourish in their country. In their country. Muchisi chabo, chisi chabo, Zambia or Mubotu, in their country, Kaofela, everybody. Mpindi ya digilidehi. Mpindi ya digilidehi. The time has come. Mpindi ya digilidehi. The time has come. The time has come for what? Unity and love. We ourselves as a people, we can't tell each other apart. We can't. In Zambia, unless somebody tells you their last name, tetu wishibe. Tetu wishibe. Echo tuipushisha. Nga wamoneshi na dia montero waya mkuipusha ti wewe uli mutundunshi. Na ngo wamuipusha directly. Except, of course, for a few. Particularly abena ngumbo. Bantu size yabena ngumbo. Otherwise, you can't tell. When we are talking of the unity as a people, we are not talking of small differences and squabbles like families, you know. Pa family, paliwotoma division, kwaliba sibling rivalry. Omwali kashika, omwali fita. Two sisters, omwa kashika, omwa fita. Ninkondo. You know, those are normal human things. We are not talking about that. We are not talking about the rivalry that existed at one time between Abalala na Abena Ngumbo, because Abalala bare imonati bakankara sana okuchira Abena Ngumbo. Serenje Kalindula Band even did a song at Abena Ngumbo abepi bare irishanya. You know, at mwira mone finango rango ba ipipefi Abena Ngumbo eba chita isabe. Those are normal prejudices. But this idea that this country, therefore, only belongs to certain people and certain people should have no claim to their country and they can speak their beautiful language is nonsense. Imwe na Malawi, mwituteke mfine, mwituteke mfine. Ngazamule vwaya vatonga, bwekereni mo. Kumuchinji. It's open. Answer na border, it's open. You just go over Kahil. Waingira na Malawi. Mwekere epera. Ogochiro to take him, kutuletera chimutunte ichako, it's useless. We want to develop together as one country. Na batonga. As one country. Epera. That is what it means. You young Bembas or young Nyanjas, anybody tell you useless things that is divisive. It's sad. Some of the young men that are insulting other tribes, they were born yesterday. You have the audacity to think that Tongas are there to do what to you? No. Across tribal lines, so that is what it means to be a country. So I went to the new NMC list because sometimes in M4 common sense, I call it Chuempala common. Common sense. So I went and I consulted. Let me have a look at this NMC. Is the UPND a tribal party? So I decided to say, well, let me go and look at their list. I have it. Here it is. My man. So I said, oh, fine. Now you don't have to be extremely intelligent. Nangu kwate fima degrees ifima degrees fia chawe. I'm talking about amano ya kualesa. Amano ya lesabika kwisa mubongo. Amano fia mano ya kuchuempala. No, nothing complicated. Not amano aya muibuku yo. Amano ya muibuku ya kwa satana. Ndela nda amano fia ya kualesa. amano yakwaleza amano yachifyalirwa nabula listi njebere ale nomba tumoneyo tribalism balelandapo ni tribalism nshi nasapenda okay of course bantu tetu wishibe bwino kanshi there is a chance that limbi yamwe amashina yali mistaken. It's possible. Nomba methodology mbomfeshe when studying this list ni methodology yakumona amashina elo from the name nachta then suspect whether to which tribe someone belongs. So nombe ipate balanda ti ipate nipate yabatonga efe balanda teivyo fine nomba bufi mwebe na chwempala lekeni miebe bufi ukweba UPND nipate yabatonga ala bufi ubuafita na tifititi bantu nimbule ilist nimpitulukamo nasopolola bwino iyama leaders ba UPND icho nasanga monichi badi 70 katwabiga kona ba kateka wabo balida akainde ichirema badi 71 badi 70 icho nsangire poine pakuberenga chako bati out of these 70 8 batonga vanga 8 nomba tete njishibe pantu limo mutundu tetu wishibe mwamwana te but nganabule ilisi na mwana fye kumashina nasango ko bati amashina fye 8 pabantu 70 mashina ya chitonga. So nomba ngatwabika mu possibility yakwe bati limbi bani na debatonga yengi, you know, all those possibilities. But anyway, apefyo nasanga poko bati list 8 mashina 8 out of 70 8 out of 70 mashina fe yachitonga nomba kuti bakweba shanati yo mkwai UPND nipate yabatonga wenga wasamona intungulushi shabo abatonga nibanga bali fye 8 out of 70 mwebe na chiwempala njafuirisheniko apanshire randati yo mkwai tuye na mukula ndefi sungu ifima how are you I am fine if sungu how are you I am fine no common sense amano fya yachifyalirwa na tupenda bali 70 out of these 70 abatonga bali pofye bali 8 amashina yachitonga nomba ninshi bafuiriji ninshi ba PF balelandiro ko bati UPND nipate yabatonga nicho leke ni miebe ni msopolola mwebe na chiwempala na mwebe na mirenge ni msopolola nicho ba PF na bebo lupio lwingi ukumibira mwebe na Zambia nomba apo baiba elo nomba twaba sopolola ko bati ne bakabwalala bafirwa apa kumokuboko bafirwa abakubepesha so nomba kwamba ko ukulanda ichiranderande okwebati ipate nipate yabatonga pakwebati balemo nati mwe mwalipata abatonga so that you decide in the next elections not on the basis of what the PF has stolen but because they want you to fear the UPND because achani ati ichitonga chala isakulia efilechitika nomba mwebo munjebe ipate ngakuti yabashani yabatonga when only 8 out of 70 ebatonga febali ilist mkwai list epo ili ngamlefu ayati yo munsha ntuminako listi na alami tumina mwebena this is just offer to Chiwempala wonse imwe mwala salamano imwe mwebena Chiwempala ngamlefu okubati mitumine list yama leaders ba UPND ini nkwate imwebo ni nkwata no kuchonga po kwachi bafyo kuchonga ati pantu natsenda bopen naamba noku natsenda penso naamba noku pishapo penso nde pishapo penso nde tsanaberengeshina na pishapo penso na shiraula ni shiraula echo nasanga chakweba ati bufi ba PF barelando kanshi balungu ngabalanda ati ba UPND ma tribalist batonga beka mukabebe ati bufi ubufi nabo ubufi irisi nomba njebere okay na sanga mashina ya chitonga njeveroke nomba mfuaye kwa mashina yambi na fuaye kwa mashina ya kuchipata na yamukufuairisha na fuairisha pali list mwe bantu pali list mwe bena chiwempala banande pali list ati mfuaye kwa mashina ya kuchipata na ya sanga aya kuchipata 8 UPND list yama leaders ba mu UPND na abasanga 8 amashina 8 so abatonga 8 abakuchipata nabo bena nabo nibanga bali 8 njebere aho kwena nsha lekeri hapo pene yo na la konkani hapo mukupenda ero nomba na yapenda njebere amashina yale pala kwe chibemba mwamona amashina ya chibemba nomba mukupenda amashina ya chibemba na abika po na bena mwanga na bamambwe bonse na bachitashani na babika pamo bonse kansha amashina ya kwesu fuebo kuluwapula kumuchinga na ku northern province na ku central ya moyamo ifyo na chisanga fyakwe bati amashina ya chibemba yali 26 efe na chirandiro kwe bati lero na ala sopolola mwamfa mwebe na chiwempala banande kusopolola nsopolwele na asango kwe bati amashina ya chibemba yali 26 nomba ifile chitika kanshi ni finch mu UPND inefe na asanga po fyakwe bati ba PF mwenso bakwete mlandu wako bati mumwebe na chiwempala mwaisukira poko bati ba PF ni bakabwarara chira mwaisukira po nomba batampashana batampo okumubepa obufi bako bati mutishashani mutine ati abatonga bala chitashani katwishe ati chwe chitonga chaisa mama obwafya bulipo wako bati alabali baba PF ni bakabwalala bali mibila echo nemiti kuchiwempala takuberere chiwempala clinic takuli umuti chawama clinic takuli umuti na ba doctor takuli na ba nurse bonse bale bafolesha fyo tureza ba doctor na ba nurse takuli kanshi ivyo takuli shonse shimit bena ebale nonka mwebo nempia na bakwata ama starter badi sunga po ba PF nomba mwambo kuiluka mwamona umufulo bakwata abati awe kanshi tufirire munsenga bambo kubeba a list ya National Management Committee yaba UPND teine UPND yo na alikopo hapo picture na bahichilema ero abali bafye bwino ilyo naba mwene na ulyo mwenso ulya bantu kwena abantu babufi kuti bakuletera no mwenso ati ye waye mukumona hichilema katwishifyera ati ala yakulya ati wika palamira na hichilema akayakulya nebo nalikere nankwe several minutes each akainde hichilema ninda banokulaba nokupepa tuwapepa neriashi tuwashimika anjipusha kona pabana bandi nebo hichilema okunjipusha ebere munsha ukweta abana banga njebere Mr. President nakwata abana batatu bahichilema abati naine wine nakwata abana batatu njebere kanshi muri bantu sana twashimika bwino twashimika nechibemba twashimika nechisungu twashimika nechitonga nali wakulanda echitonga nga twalishimika mu chitonga abo banshindika nako bati ale nomba tuendere pamo na picture twakopwa bahichilema ero nabepusha nebo bahichilema njebere imwe bahichilema ifyo mukachitashani chalo mukateka shani ero banje boko bati apo wisakamana nokusakamana efyo nkachita nife bandondolwera ife bakachita nebo nabeba njebere imwe umfweni kumirenge okubebere nali kuishiba kumirenge njebere kuchiwempala bebere nali kuishiba kuchiwempala nefi yale chitika a few weeks bandondolwera bwino bansopolwera bebere kuchiwempala nifi yale chitika fyaendere sona njebere kanshi muntu uyu mwe nomba uli omwenso onse ulya nakwete chipere kanshi kanshi babufi mwebo kanshi ba PF bayiba ero nomba batampokola miretelo mwenso ati yo mkwai ati chindo chiri echibondo mene ati chibondo chanama ntalukeko chisa konsuma efe bachitera ati ntalukeko chisa konsuma ebufi babeba no mashire landa tifyo nchitira pati yo mkwai fili complicated requiring ama degrees nako atawe kubula fiedist wabula na penso wapishamu bopen wasango kweba ati mkwai emitundusha ya chibemba amashina ya chibemba yali 26 amashina ya chitonga yali 8 amashina ya kuchipata yali 8 ero nasalo leshanjebere this is a Zambian list tapalicho munganje vanebo ko bati yoshani this is a Zambian list nomba mulenjeba ngatwabula list yaba PF twalasanga diversity ya msango oyu na mwishiba teti ntampe kuno kulondolola tishani yo ngale na list ya MCCs mu PF tatoa kwata tapabo waishiba who is an MCC tumana fyo yu alemba MCC tatoa ishiba what is the list takwaba but list ya NMC no kusopolola na sopolola so nomba kanshi ukwiba ba PF ukwiba mwebo bungo ati ubomba mwibala lya mwibala kanshi kuiba mwe ama contracts nemiti abantu besu bachula nemfua unnecessary deaths why umulandu wako bati mpia shako bati bashitomuti ba PF balebula shiri mpia babika mutumba amano yakwisa amano ya mutumba bayiba for 4 years twalebe boko bati pa Ministry of Health pali ubungo 4 years tali bare tutukamweho abati yo tapali efyo muishibe ba PF kutweba fwe bati tapali efyo tuishibe twabe bati chitaruchirufia na tumonefya lekula chitaruchirufia na kula mayanda na shitefi pe mpanga chitaruchirufia doctor kumanza ati na shitefi pe fya kubati tetu filondolole balungu kutusanuka fwe boko tutokati yo mkwaimwe who are you to tell me anything atuti yoke konkanie nipo after 5 years ya kuiba ero nomba balungu basa sensela chirya bwaila chirya kawa basensela ati yo mkwai na mufumia po chitaro chirofia ero tuwaso poroloko bati icho bare mufumisha po chitaro chirofia nicho chitaro chirofia ko ali abaire mukumbu totosha ko mu matui abati nobetekako echo bamufumisha otherwise bale edyanangwe bale nwanangwe no kwiba kwine bare iba nangwe elo lelo bese batwebe ati yo they are cleaning up kwisa cleaning up in the meantime tamuli imiti if it's cleaning up too many miti mufipatala imiti ishakoba ati shibe mbwerekete imiti ishakoba ati kula nyanta mufi muli Panado na Benvi na Amoxil kula pantamofie fifuire fiaba kona kalimofiani ama Panado na ma condom fifuire fiabe anso ma condom ayakosa fifuire fiaba kwati fiani wiyantanshi wachalo not imwe bareteka mwaiba elo nombo muntu ngachula sana elo nomba mwamutumina ko kanono ala mwebao mecho tulefua ya miti shibe mbwerekete mufipatala fyonse noti ichalo tachikuete olupia ichalo na chipia imwe na ilupia muleni antamofi elo nomba muise mutuvepe oko bati yo mkwai ubuafye bulipo chitonga uyu mufulo muleke mwaibe chuma cha chalo mwebo mwaya kongola tuibe mwaiba elo nomba lelo mwise mutweba ata wa greatest problem chitonga ati mwebo ichitonga echituivire fwevo tusumine fwebe na chwempara na fwebe na mireka tusumine ati yomkwai ichivire chitonga ati kabwala ni nani ati chitonga ichitundu ichitonga mwebo mubotu nayiba mubotu ati amai munikurire chitenge chakufora ku secondary ng'ombe ati chitonge chivire ichitonge chivire ishimpia mwaiba for 6 years chitonga chaiba ichichuma mwaiba chitonga chaiba ishimi titamlechita supply chitonga ayama condom yaturika mwaire ishitira abantu ko bati bare bonfya chitonga chashitire na ifo tusumina ati yomkwai the greatest problem we have in Zambia is tonga ala mubotu even problem mubotu nango baswa mema hakika onde even a problem a biggest scandal eyo tukwate we stop talking about the theft and mismanagement of our resources in our country. At no, at yom kwa ivita fiko ete problem. If you ete problem, di bubotu. At Chitonga, a problem, a biggest scandal to kwete, and we agree to that. No. Abena chuempala na abeluka bantu naba mona ifyo vintu vichinjishi kwacha na iwa na kwacha nayo batonga chitonga chirengere insala chitonga chalenga ono imiti panado chitonga chalenga fuel chitonga ayama donations mule panga ma donations chitonga nacho chine chitonga tusumine fwevo ati yomkwai it's average tika no okay ngamulefo kulanda ati chitonga kanshi nomba tuvike po mutonga nango ateke tukaimwene bantu mwachiramo tonga takalire tonga kaikuta tonga karesa baira tonga okay ngayakutira namngwato bwafya no mutonga kanshi tubike po mutonga tuimwene fweka tushiningishe tushiningishe pantu kwena fyonze tuaisha nomba kanshi tueshieko umutonga tumone mwebene chwempala mwandi 9 tueshieko bantu abatuwaisha babena Malawi bareiba ikwiba fyokwiba mwebo okwiba nefe bamoneka ni bukerenka ukumoneka sana kwana kalimo balitemu abantu ni bakerenka abafuka bako bati alekulanga ivory kanshi kunuma alekuba itinga mwebo efyalanda ino St. Kalimanshi omwina lwapula wala ndo kwebati atishani ati barekulanga ivory chitika mu PF barekulanga ivory ati bantu mwebo kanshi fina ma bareiba after baiba basanga na scapegoat ati fire chitika batonga mwebo bachaya number 2 elo mujira mwabe pushat mweba umeteimo muchaire number 2 atawo mukwai babula basa chitashani kasa umuntu umbiete ewalenga kanshi na ateke kotumone epera na ateke tushininkishe atukupesha irungu kwenda mwaini okupesha irungu kanshi twendemo mubuteko bwabatonga tumone na bena kairefe bakati kange mwakosa po mwebo mwakosa po amuti abatonga kanshi na bateke ko nabo bene tumone fiede chitika twendemo nango yuino mutonga ngafirwa kuteka no wine tukamwimina tuti we mutonga wafirwa kuteka fumapo Tubike po mulozi nangu tubike po kaonde. Ati awe iwe we mutonga ati utekeko wavirwa okuteka. Fumapo tubike po umbi efe tuwakulachita namateko bati chilya wateka we mwine walenu walutuku kumalawi waisa fine shani Zambia yapokerera na family yobe mwababe na Zambia iwe waiba ngale waiba chilya waiba mwebo waiba kabwa ukwiba ichuma chachalo nenso nitawako hata chilya waiba auti yote ine ni udia. Government of Teine wemwaume nishire chitikati Teine ala kaingeni wole teka ati yomgwai Teine ni bani wemwaume ni bani abaona ole chalo ati yomgwai Teine chashupa fye ala nga chashupa shan government of chashupa government of Teine government of Katwishi nishire chitikati yomgwai COVID kwi abantu bakapokola baipa yabantu eferiya shiriyalala muri signature fyapo ati yomgwai chirifye lelo tuise tusumina ati yomgwai chitonga charenga ichitonga biggest scandal ichitonga ebwafya ubukuru ichitonga tonga is the issue. No, Tonga is not the issue. What are the comments here? Someone is saying that you expected me to go to the convention so that you take over HH. Number Chamoneka, you've settled for Kada position. I should have challenged HH. Not to Bokada. Yomgwai alifye bwino bantu kwena chila chimutunta chilya bubepesha HH chabufi inali mpokelela fye bwino nokumvuana twali umvuana awo muntu fye so bela mibepa after baiba elo balu mwamona efyo ndandila neo first of all balunda bokwiba balunda po tribalism obukote. In addition to all this, balunda po na nokwiba nokubepesha nokufulunga nyefintu kanshi you can't even pin them down. Mweba mwaona ule chalo. No, they are all over the place like little tumbuma. Kwati tumbuma everywhere. Robert Kunda, my wife is Lozi. Yeah. Robert Kunda, keep it up. Ever to refire. One Zambia, one nation. Kupa intermarriages ichu peupe wa upa balozi wa upa batonga. That's the Zambia we expect. Blingent Mutambo, you'd have shaken my hand. We can shake hands. Ati inikika onde kialo kietu kialo kietu. Anyway, thank you very much. I'm going to leave you with the national anthem. Okay? That's the national anthem. That is the national anthem. That is the national anthem. All the 8 languages. What else would you pray for? Huh? That is the national anthem. Chizi Jesu. Zambia One Tonse tuswangane. I must end here. Tonse tuswangane. Thank you very much for joining me.